Welcome. You have arrived. There is nothing you need to do now. Nothing you need to decide. Nothing you need to remember. You can simply rest. And listen. Allow your breathing to slow. Just a little. In. And out. Tonight. We are drifting. Slowly. Gently. Through the long history of space. There is no destination. No ending you need to reach. Only a calm movement. Through time. If your eyes feel heavy, you may let them close. If your thoughts wander, that is perfectly natural. The universe wanders too. Slowly. Patiently. We begin long before memory. Long before stars. Long before light. Before time felt like time. Before space felt wide. Before anything had a name. There was no sound. No motion. No distance. There was no up. And no down. No near. And no far. There was no darkness. And no light. Only a quiet state of possibility. A stillness so complete. It had no edges. No beginning. And no end. This is difficult to imagine. Because the human mind prefers shape and contrast. But in the beginning, there were no shapes. No contrast. Only calm. Then, very gently, so gently, there was no sound. Everything began. Not as an explosion. Not as a burst. But as an opening. Space itself began to stretch. Everywhere. At once. No center. No edge. Every point moving away. From every other point. Softly. Evenly. Space expanded. And as it expanded, it cooled. Energy slowed. Movement softened. Tiny particles appeared. Quietly. Then simpler particles. Then atoms. Mostly hydrogen. Some helium. The universe was still dark. Dark. But no longer empty. For a very long time. There were no stars. Only vast clouds of gas. Floating. Drifting. These clouds moved slowly. So slowly. That millions of years felt brief. Gravity worked patiently. Pulling gently. Never rushing. Particle by particle. Moment by moment. Nothing resisted. Nothing hurried. Eventually. Over immense time. The clouds became denser. Warmer. Brighter. And then. Without noise. Without warning. The first stars ignited. Light appeared. For the first time. Not suddenly. Not dramatically. But steadily. A quiet glow. Spreading outward. The universe was no longer dark. These first stars were enormous. Larger than stars today. They burned brightly. And briefly, when they reached the end of their lives, they released their material back into space. Elements drifted outward. Carbon, oxygen, iron, the ingredients of planets, of oceans, of life. From these elements, new stars formed. Smaller stars, calmer stars, longer-lasting stars. Stars like our sun. As stars gathered, they formed galaxies. Huge collections of light, slowly rotating through silence. Some galaxies spiraled gently. Others glowed softly. Each galaxy contained billions of stars. Each star, surrounded by darkness. Between galaxies, stretched unimaginable distances. Empty, quiet, peaceful. Space is not crowded. It is open, still, calm. Even now, galaxies continue to drift apart. Space continues to expand. Patiently, without effort. Inside galaxies, stars live long, quiet lives. They form. They shine. They slowly age. Some fade gently. Others return their elements to space. Nothing is wasted. Everything continues. In one calm spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, a small cloud of gas began to collapse. At its center, a star slowly formed. Our sun. It did not rush. It did not flare. It simply began to shine. Around it, dust and rock drifted, circling, colliding gently. Over millions of years, these particles came together. They formed planets, small rocky worlds, close to the sun. Large gas worlds, farther away, all moving in steady paths. Paths that repeat, paths that remain. Earth formed quietly. At first, it was hot, restless. Over time, it cooled. Water appeared. Oceans formed. Clouds drifted. Rain fell. Life began slowly. So slowly that no moment felt important. Simple life. Then slightly more complex life. Change upon change. Over billions of years. All while Earth drifted silently through space. When you look at the night sky, you see only a fraction. Light from distant stars takes years to reach you. Light from distant galaxies takes millions of years. You are looking back in time. Space does not hurry. Sound cannot travel through space. There are no echoes, no voices. Even the most powerful events happen in silence. Time itself behaves gently. Near massive objects, time slows. Far away, it moves more freely. But nowhere, Does it rush? Black holes are quiet. They sit calmly at the centers of galaxies. They do not chase. They do not roar. They wait. The universe today is calm. Stars continue to form. Stars continue to fade. Galaxies continue to drift apart. Far into the future, the universe will grow darker. Stars will slowly disappear. Energy will spread thin. Not suddenly. Not dramatically. Just gradually. A long, gentle cooling. You can allow these thoughts to drift, to soften, to fade. The universe continues. Whether you watch or rest. And now, we will drift even more slowly. We continue our journey deeper into the calm, quiet universe. Allow yourself to drift and to rest. Even now, light from the first stars travels across unimaginable distances. Slowly, gently, patiently. Everything in space moves at its own rhythm. There is no hurry, no rush. Only a steady, gentle unfolding. Galaxies swirl, rotating slowly. Billions of stars moving together, like dancers in a silent, endless ballet. Round and round. Gently. Never hurried. Between the galaxies stretches darkness. Vast, empty, calm. Allowing everything space to exist. Space to breathe. Space to drift. Space to unfold. Within galaxies, stars live their long, quiet lives. Burning steadily. Changing slowly. Casting soft, gentle light across worlds. Some shine for billions of years. Others shine brightly and fade faster, returning their elements to space. From these remnants, planets are formed. Planets like Earth, gently shaped from dust and gas, gathered by gravity, over millions of years, moving slowly, without rush. Our solar system formed this way, from a calm, quiet cloud of gas and dust, collapsing gently, forming our sun, and the planets around it. Earth drifted quietly in its orbit, a tiny world surrounded by vast emptiness, yet full of potential. The potential for life. Life that grows slowly. Life that changes gradually. Life that moves at its own pace. Life appeared, almost imperceptibly. Simple cells in oceans of water, changing slowly, then gradually becoming more complex. All of this unfolded quietly, as Earth revolved around the Sun, as the solar system moved with the Milky Way, as galaxies drifted apart, across the calm universe. We look up at the night sky now, and see only a fraction of what exists. A few points of light in the darkness, each telling a story older than memory, older than time itself. Some of those points are the first stars, burning quietly across billions of years. Some are closer, some unimaginably far away. Even black holes, the silent giants of space, sit calmly at the centers of galaxies, waiting patiently, without movement, without sound, without effort. Nothing hurries in space. Even the most powerful events unfold over eons, without urgency, without drama. And yet, everything continues, in perfect rhythm, steady and calm. Time behaves differently depending on where you are, near massive stars or black holes. But everywhere it flows gently, like a slow river of light, always forward, always soft, always patient. As we drift deeper into the universe, allow your thoughts to soften. Allow your body to relax. Feel the universe carrying you gently. As you rest, from the smallest particle to the largest galaxy, everything is connected. Everything moves in harmony. In quiet, steady harmony. Stars continue to shine. Planets continue to orbit. Galaxies continue their slow waltz. And the universe continues to expand. Silently, patiently, without effort. The atoms in your body, once part of stars long gone, move with you now, through time, through space, always connected to this calm, endless rhythm. Take a slow, deep breath in, and let it out slowly. Imagine the vast universe moving around you. Its stars and planets. Its galaxies. All unfolding at their own pace. You are part of this universe. Safe. Still. Carried by the gentle flow of time. Nothing is required of you now. Just rest. Just drift. As the cosmos continues. Slowly. Gently. Even in the deepest reaches of space. New stars will form. Others will fade. Galaxies will continue their graceful rotation. And the universe will expand outward. Forever. Silently. Steadily. There is comfort in this vastness. Because everything has its place. Everything moves at its own pace. Nothing is hurried. Nothing is forced. Let your thoughts drift softly. Like particles in space. Like drifting starlight. Slowly moving. Calmly moving. Now, imagine floating among the stars. Drifting slowly. As galaxies swirl around you. Their motions gentle and unhurried. Round and round. Softly. Quietly. Feel the warmth of distant suns. So far away. Yet their light reaches you. Softly. Silently. Everything you see. Everything you are. Everything you touch. Is part of this ongoing, peaceful motion. Take another slow breath in. And let it out. Feeling your body sink further into calm. You are supported. You are safe. You are carried by the gentle rhythm of the universe. Even as stars fade, even as galaxies drift apart, everything continues. without effort, without worry, without sound. And now, as we drift deeper into the quiet, we remember we are part of everything, and everything is part of us. All of space, all of time, moving gently, patiently, endlessly. Breathe slowly, in and out, feeling each moment stretch. Softly, gently, stars form, planets drift, galaxies rotate, and the universe expands. All in silence, all in calm, all in gentle harmony. The universe carries on quietly, and so can you, moving in rhythm with its calm flow. Always safe, always steady. Now imagine drifting past nebulae, clouds of gas and dust glowing softly, colors muted and gentle, expanding slowly, breathing softly, unfolding with grace. Each particle, each atom, each light year of space, moving slowly, with care, with calm. The universe has no hurry, and you do not need one either. You are drifting now, like light across the cosmos, softly, gently, quietly. Time stretches, space stretches, everything flows in its own rhythm, and you are part of it. Safe, at peace, carried gently through the calm, endless universe. Good night. We continue our journey, deeper still into the vastness of time, into the slow unfolding of the universe. Even now, billions of years stretch ahead, a calm, endless flow of time, moving quietly, gently, without hurry. The stars we see tonight, some will fade soon, others will shine for billions more years, but every star will eventually exhaust its fuel, slowly, gently, patiently. As stars burn through their lives, they release their energy, they scatter their elements across the cosmos, carbon, oxygen, iron, materials that once belonged to stars, that now drift across space, to form new stars, new worlds, or to quietly float, forever moving, without direction, without urgency. The galaxies themselves move slowly, drifting apart, each galaxy carried gently by the expansion of the universe, millions, billions of light years apart, forever stretching, quietly, without noise. Time itself stretches differently depending on location, near massive objects, near black holes, far from gravity, yet everywhere it flows, slowly, softly, endlessly. Black holes remain, silent giants at the center of galaxies, swallowing light and matter, slowly, patiently, without hurry, without sound. Over billions of years, new stars will form less frequently, galaxies will grow dimmer, their energy fading, their light weakening, and the universe will become quieter, calmer, more still than ever before. Planets will drift through darkness, without warmth from nearby stars, without light to guide them, floating slowly, silently, in the vast emptiness of space. Even the atoms themselves will move differently, energy spreading thin, motion slowing, everything reaching a quiet equilibrium, a gentle, endless rest. We can imagine this future, not with fear, not with urgency, but with calm reflection, with a sense of peace, as time stretches before us, slowly, patiently, without end. Stars like our sun, already billions of years old, will grow into red giants, expand, softly consume nearby worlds, then shrink to white dwarfs, cooling slowly, gently fading into blackness. Other stars, more massive, will collapse into black holes, swallowing all light, all matter, without sound, without motion, without disturbance. Galaxies themselves will eventually drift apart, the space between them expanding endlessly, stars becoming distant, light from one galaxy no longer reaching another, all movement slowing, all light dimming. Even now, the universe continues to expand, patiently, silently, without need for hurry, without need for attention. And within this vast, calm expanse, we can rest, we can float, we can drift with the gentle rhythm of the cosmos. Even as the universe grows older, even as the light from the last stars grows dim, there is no hurry, no need for urgency, everything unfolds gently, softly, steadily. Galaxies, once bright and full of motion, now drift apart, each star isolated in its own quiet corner of space, vast distances growing ever larger, but still moving in harmony with the rhythm of the cosmos. The atoms that make up planets, stars, and even you, float through space, sometimes alone, sometimes forming clouds, moving slowly, drifting endlessly, never hurried, never forced. Black holes, the eternal watchers of galaxies, remain silent and patient, absorbing light and matter, yet never disturbing the calm that surrounds them. Over trillions of years, new stars will form less and less, gas clouds depleted, stellar nurseries quieted, and the universe will slowly approach a state of balance, a gentle, endless equilibrium. Even planets will lose their warmth, even oceans and atmospheres will fade, but the universe continues, not with struggle, not with resistance, only with the quiet unfolding of time. Imagine the quiet hum of empty space, a stillness that stretches for billions of light years, a silence that is not frightening, but deeply calming, like the softest lullaby, carried across the stars. The last remnants of light drift slowly, across the expanding universe, touching nothing, yet moving patiently onward, without hurry, without interruption. Time itself begins to slow in this quiet future, near massive objects, far from energy sources, but everywhere it stretches gently, like water flowing softly through the cosmos. And as we imagine this distant time, billions of years from now, we are connected to every particle, every photon, every atom, moving through space and time, all part of the same calm rhythm. Even the black dwarfs, the cooled remnants of once bright stars, sit silently in the darkness, releasing no heat, emitting no light, yet still part of the grand design, still part of the universe's steady, gentle movement. Galaxies will continue to drift apart, forever isolated, their stars slowly fading, their material eventually absorbed into black holes, or scattered into emptiness, all happening over trillions of years, quietly, steadily, peacefully. We can let ourselves drift with them, our thoughts slowing, our bodies relaxing, as we float among the stars, drifting along the gentle, endless rhythm of time and space. Even dark energy, driving the expansion of the universe, does so without sound, without effort, without hurry, its presence felt only in the slow stretching of space itself. The universe continues, in silence, in calm, in patience, and so can we, drifting along with it, our minds at peace, our bodies at rest. We may imagine the faint glow of the last stars, casting soft, gentle light on drifting planets. Light so dim it takes millions of years to reach us, yet still enough to feel the calm of existence. And we remember, all things are part of the same flow, all matter, all energy, all time, moving together, slowly, gently, forever. We drift onward, deeper into the universe's far future, billions, trillions of years stretching endlessly before us. Allow yourself to drift with it, softly, gently, slowly. The stars that once shone brightly, now fade one by one, leaving behind faint remnants of light, and the cold, dark shells of white dwarfs, glowing dimly for trillions of years, their warmth almost gone, almost invisible, yet still part of the endless rhythm of space. Planets orbit silently around stars that are fading, their surfaces cold, oceans frozen, atmospheres drifting away, yet each orbit is calm, steady, unchanging, a quiet ballet in the vast emptiness of the cosmos. Asteroids drift slowly, dust particles float gently through interstellar space, tiny fragments of worlds that once were, reflecting the faint light of distant stars, moving in lazy arcs, carried by gravity, guided by invisible forces, without effort, without hurry. Nebulae, the glowing clouds of gas and dust, fade into quiet darkness, colors muted, edges soft, dissolving slowly into the surrounding space, stretching gently over millions of light years, like a soft, cosmic mist, spreading without intention, without urgency. Even galaxies themselves drift silently apart, their stars isolated, orbits becoming distant and irregular. Light from one galaxy no longer reaches another, yet all motion remains calm, steady, continuous, unbroken by noise or force. Black holes continue their patient existence, absorbing matter, absorbing light, yet remaining perfectly still in their silence, centers of nothing and everything at once, their presence felt in the gentle warping of space and time, softly bending the motion of particles near them, but never breaking the calm of the universe around them. And as time moves on, so slowly, so patiently, even the atoms themselves begin to move less, energy spreads thin, light stretches across impossibly long distances, and the universe approaches a quiet equilibrium, a soft, endless stillness, a gentle cosmic lull. We can imagine this time in detail, planets drifting in darkness, frozen surfaces reflecting the faintest glimmers of distant stars, asteroids slowly tumbling through emptiness, cosmic dust clouds drifting past, nebulae dissolving into muted colors, galaxies drifting silently, millions of light years apart, each moving in calm, patient paths, unchanging, forever. Even light itself begins to thin, traveling longer distances across the growing emptiness, softening as it moves, its glow gentle and delicate, almost imperceptible, yet still reaching the farthest edges of space. Black dwarfs, the cold remnants of once bright stars, sit silently in darkness, their heat dissipated, their glow faint, like tiny embers left behind after a fire has gone out, and yet, they exist, they persist, part of the eternal calm of the universe. The few remaining active stars burn slowly, softly, their light dim, but steady, their presence a quiet reminder of the universe's long past, and its patient journey forward. Galaxies themselves stretch apart, some spiral slowly into the darkness, others forming soft elliptical shapes, edges blurred, rotation slowing, their stars becoming ever more isolated, moving in soft, gentle arcs, over trillions of years, without disturbance, without effort. And the spaces between galaxies grow wider, filled only with faint particles, scattered dust, ancient remnants of long-dead stars, all moving slowly, all moving calmly, all part of the endless cosmic flow. Time, in these far reaches, feels infinite, stretched beyond comprehension, moments blending together, seconds merging into centuries, centuries into millennia, millennia into millions of years, and yet all unfold softly, without strain, without hurry. Even in this immense silence, there is movement, gentle, continuous movement, particles drifting, light stretching, gravity guiding, everything in balance, everything in harmony. We can imagine drifting through this space, floating past a frozen world, its surface reflecting faint light from a distant, dying star, asteroids tumbling slowly around it, dust drifting past like soft snow in the emptiness, nebulae dissolving far away, colors muted, soft and gentle. The universe is quiet, yet it is alive, not with sound, not with light, but with the steady rhythm of motion and time, slow, patient, endless. We drift along with it, our thoughts slowing, our breathing slowing, our bodies relaxing, flowing with the calm of the cosmos. Even as the last stars burn out, even as galaxies fade, the universe continues, its expansion unending, its motion gentle and steady, its rhythm eternal. We are part of this rhythm, each atom in our bodies once part of stars long gone, moving with the slow flow of energy, connected to every particle, every fragment of matter, every photon of light, drifting with us through the calm eternity of space. And now, we can drift fully into this peace, letting every thought float away, letting every worry dissolve, allowing ourselves to be carried, gently, softly, by the endless, patient, cosmic rhythm. Even further into the future, the universe slows even more, billions upon trillions of years stretching endlessly ahead, and still there is no hurry, no rush, only calm and quiet. The last stars flicker softly, their light faint, barely reaching across vast distances, yet their glow continues, steady, patient, gentle. Planets orbit their dying stars slowly, their surfaces frozen, their atmospheres gone, yet their orbits remain, a calm, silent dance, without effort, without interruption. Asteroids drift in silence, dust floats across emptiness, tiny fragments of worlds long gone, moving in gentle arcs, tumbling softly through the void, never hurried, never forced. Nebulae, the soft clouds of gas and dust, have almost entirely dissipated, their colors muted, fading into darkness, edges dissolving, flowing gently into the blackness surrounding them. Galaxies stretch apart endlessly, each star isolated in its own corner of space, light from one galaxy no longer reaching another, and yet the movement is calm, continuous, unbroken, soft. Black holes remain, eternal, absorbing matter, absorbing light, silent and patient, centers of stillness and calm. Energy spreads thin, light stretches over inconceivable distances, temperature falls, motion slows, and the universe approaches what scientists call heat death, the final state of quiet equilibrium. Imagine this time in your mind, planets drifting endlessly, frozen, silent, dark, dust drifting past like soft snow, nebulae dissolving far away, galaxies moving apart slowly, gracefully, all in perfect calm. Even the faint glow of the last stars is gentle, barely noticeable, yet still it carries a soft warmth, like a whisper of what once was, a reminder of the beauty and the patient unfolding of the universe. Black dwarfs float silently, cooled remnants of once bright stars, their light dim, their warmth gone, yet they persist, part of the calm, eternal flow. Atoms drift, particles move slowly, light travels vast distances. Everything is connected in this final, gentle rhythm. Time itself becomes almost imperceptible. Seconds stretch into millennia, millennia into billions of years, billions into trillions, and still the calm continues, softly, steadily, without effort. We drift along with the universe, floating past planets, past dust clouds, past the faint glow of dying stars, feeling the gentle rhythm of space and time, feeling connected to everything, everything moving slowly, everything at peace. The final galaxies rotate, their stars isolated, orbits gentle and unhurried, their light fading slowly, expanding into the darkness, merging imperceptibly with the black void. Even the black holes will eventually evaporate, tiny particles escaping over unimaginable time scales, and still, the universe remains calm, empty, gentle, endless. We drift further still, floating through the quiet, breathing slowly, letting go, allowing ourselves to be carried by the patient rhythm of the cosmos. Everything in this time is calm, every particle, every photon, every remnant of matter, moving softly, at peace, carried along the endless flow of time. We imagine this quiet, so vast it cannot be measured, so still it cannot be disturbed, yet alive in its patient unfolding, like the softest lullaby, played across the universe. And we are part of it, each atom in our body once part of stars long gone, connected to the slow drift of matter and light, flowing gently through the cosmos. We breathe slowly, softly, letting every thought drift away, allowing ourselves to rest completely, floating with the calm of the universe. We drift now into the ultimate calm, beyond stars, beyond galaxies, beyond the last glow of light, floating through the blackness of time itself. The universe is silent, motion is minimal, everything has slowed to a gentle, eternal drift, atoms move slowly, photons stretch across unimaginable distances, particles float in perfect equilibrium. Even black holes, the silent remnants of galaxies, are gone now, their final energy dissipated into the endless void. Dust particles float through darkness, tiny fragments of once brilliant stars, drifting softly, tumbling slowly, without effort, without haste. Imagine floating past them, each particle moving gently, each fragment reflecting faint, residual light, barely perceptible, yet still moving, still present, part of the calm rhythm of space. Time stretches infinitely, every second elongated beyond comprehension, every minute blending into millions of years, and yet the rhythm remains, steady, gentle, perfectly calm. We drift through invisible streams of energy, through ancient, silent remnants of galaxies, through the softest whispers of light, everything moving at its own slow pace, everything at peace. Even the fabric of space itself expands gently, slowly, without strain, without hurry, stretching forever into calm. Our thoughts drift softly, like tiny particles of light, moving through the darkness, unhurried, carefree, carried gently by the calm rhythm of the universe. The silence is complete, yet comforting, all-encompassing, like a soft, endless lullaby, stretching across space and time. We breathe slowly, in and out, letting our bodies relax, letting our minds drift, feeling the universe carry us, softly, gently. Even as everything slows further, even as motion fades, even as light stretches into nothingness, the calm continues, patient, silent, infinite. We imagine drifting past invisible galaxies, floating alongside particles of dust, reflecting the faintest whispers of energy, each one moving with perfect calm, without hurry, without struggle. And we are part of this drift, each atom of our being once part of stars long gone, now moving with the universe, carried gently across infinite space and time. We let go completely, allow ourselves to be absorbed in the stillness, the gentle, endless calm of the cosmos, drifting softly, gently, forever. The universe is at peace, and so are we, floating in harmony with the slow, eternal rhythm of everything, softly, slowly, without thought, without worry, just calm. And we drift, past the faint echoes of light, past drifting remnants of matter, past the silent expanse of emptiness, flowing with the gentle rhythm of time, steady, soft, endless. Even in this ultimate stillness, there is beauty, in the patient unfolding, in the gentle, silent motion of particles, in the soft, infinite expansion of space. And we drift, and drift, and drift, carried by the calm, endless flow of the universe, until we are fully at rest, fully at peace, completely safe, and completely calm. Good night.